Hey everyone, how's it going today? cryptoFOXXY here. Thank you guys so much for stopping by the channel. So, as you guys know, I pride myself on I try to bring you guys unbiased news, right? I like to bring you news about projects, give you my thoughts and opinions, as well as, foster an avenue for you to create your own, right? I always talk about not trading with emotions. So therefore, I try to keep you guys updated, right? Because that's the best trader, the best version of an investor, or whatever it is you're here for that you can be, is being knowledgeable about your own investment. So there's something that has been uh, being brought to my attention fairly aggressively over the last little while. Some in form of threats and not like harm, but just the fact that people are questioning what's going on with Fetch.ai and the Artificial Superintelligence Alliance, where they had previously announced burns. Some of you think that I might have inside information or access to information that you guys don't have, which is not entirely true. I like to take information that is provided by projects and present it to you guys and try to break things down so it's easy to understand. So let's take a look at what's going on with burns. This needs to be addressed. This is an issue in the ecosystem, an issue with the community, and it's involving trust, transparency, and just basically the ability for the project to come to us with a little bit of reasoning. I'm putting it out here for the community to understand what's going on and for the project to have a chance to come back and give us a bit of an update of what's going on with the FET burns that were promised. So let's talk about that in this video. We are going to get into it. Make sure you guys hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and follow me on X as well if you're watching over there. So like I said, guys, I'm trying to bring you guys the news. I don't have any access to insider information. However, I did reach out to try and get some answers for you guys. So this is what I have been told so far and what is going on. We're going to take a look at what the promise was first and what hasn't been delivered. So the Earn and Burn initiative for the ASI Alliance was initially brought to us on where was this? I hate how they don't have these. See if I can scroll down and find you guys the okay, November 27th, 2024. So this was back in November that this article had come out, the Earn and Burn initiative for the ASI Alliance. So they were going to target a reduction of approximately 35 million tokens in the first year. So that was going to take effect in 2025, and they did proceed to have one burn. Now, this was going to be revenue driven, and it's going to provide a deflationary model for tokens, right? Because there was a ton of people that were upset over the fact that the mergers for the alliance had caused the tokens to be inflated. So as new projects came in and merged into the alliance, we also absorbed their token supply. So that was also something that added to the Fetch.ai tokens, and some believe that a burn was needed. I don't necessarily believe that every project needs a burn. However, I liked some of the ideas that the project had and the alliance had in terms of burning. When certain projects come in, maybe a portion of the money that is paid and goes towards a burn, that sort of thing. They had a ton of really good ideas. Now, what this was to do was the burn rate was supposed to scale with ecosystem adoption and basically through usage from the tools from the alliance, right? Fees might come from inference serving AI models, computational resources, or in integrating AI solutions into businesses. They were supposed to be taking a portion of that and turning it into a more of a revenue boost for the community who's investing and burn some tokens and basically inflate the price a bit for the FET token. So this was supposed to be a demand through active usage. For example, companies using ASI inference tools to optimize their processes would pay fees and tokens, and a portion of these fees would then be burned, reinforcing the token's role as both a utility. So that is what was supposed to be done, and it was supposed to be every so many months. We were supposed to see, a burn mechanism in place. Actually, here, let me just find this for you guys. So as you can see here in the article, this mentions the one-year goal. So strategically implementing the earn and burn mechanisms, earn and burn aims to burn an estimated 35 million tokens within the first year. Goes on to talk about the supply reduction from 2.8 billion FET would reduce the supply to 2.7 billion FET, and reduction in token supply should result in an organic demand for FET tokens. So this is what the community was wanting. They were providing this to the community, and the first burn had occurred. It did occur, and there has been nothing since. There's been no communication as to why burn hasn't taken place. They were supposed to be done every so often, hasn't been done, hasn't been taking place. And no communication from the team regarding the burns. Now, there is a ton of community members out there that some of them have maybe sold angrily. Um, Obviously, it's an emotional thing for some people. They just don't like to not feel trust with their investment. So I'm calling on the alliance to make this right, at least address the issue, right? So I brought this to the attention of Mr. Taylor, who is now the chief marketing officer for the alliance. And he directed me to this, which is great. This is a great start. Okay. He's very open to talking about it, and hoping to provide some answers very soon down the road. Now, he says that to the ASI community, clarity matters. And I 100% agree with this. If you don't have transparency and you don't have trust in your community, you have nothing. So they have to address this as something that needs to be done. And this is not me, pointing blame or telling you guys to sell or anything like that. I just want answers. I just want answers so I can provide to you guys the information that you guys need, right? When commitments are made, timely updates should follow, whether no go or otherwise. I agree. If something happened and they have to turn around and maybe go back on something that was promised, at least explain to us why. I'm a very understanding person, and I can see through some of the hype that the burns bring. I don't necessarily believe that every project needs a burn, but if you're going to announce one, you should at least follow through or tell us why it's not happening. So speculation obviously is coming out. We are getting a ton of people starting to produce FUD, maybe getting some community members are very, very upset about this. I completely understand, and I'm with you guys. I'm here for you guys to provide you guys with information. So an update on the buyback and burn will come. Mr. Taylor is pushing for something to be done. I don't necessarily know exactly what's going to happen here. However, it looks like he is trying to address the issue, the situation. So let's be clear, a burn alone doesn't define the future of the flourishing ecosystem. I agree with that. Research, development, building utility, and real world use cases do, and that's where his focus is. But he's also wanting to provide clarity, trust, and obviously information to the community as to why this is not happening. And he said you can grab a spade and help dig foundations or keep throwing mud. I agree. And that goes both ways. That goes for the community as well as the project. If you're going to obviously go back on promises, we need to know why. And there very well could be a very good reason why this is not happening, but the community does deserve an answer. So I'm calling on the alliance, guys, please do something to update the community and let us know why these burns aren't taking place. Personally, myself, and this is separate from what's going on right here, but I personally don't like announcing burns because I don't like the fact that people will just buy coins and tokens, knowing a burn is coming up in order to make some cash, make some quick, make a quick turnaround. I don't think it helps the community long term. I think that it rewards those people out there that are looking to snipe tokens. I don't think it's really helpful. It is great for reducing supply, yes, but there's other ways to do it without announcing exactly how and when it's going to work, because you have people that will try and take advantage of the community. And what I like to see is holders, especially long-term community holders, you guys, myself, and there's many of us out there that we're here for the long term, and we're the ones that deserve to be rewarded. So in my opinion, reward is built on what the alliance can accomplish with building utility and pushing that out there, making this a thriving ecosystem. That's what I want to see. But we also need answers. So as I find out anything, you guys will be the first to know. And I thank you guys so much for tuning in to this video. And hopefully you guys take care. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.